So recently I went to a VHS swap meet, and you'll have to excuse the mess. I just kind of did this really haphazardly on my kitchen table. I went to a VHS swap meet, picked up a bunch of cool stuff, one of which is this amazing Kill Bill homemade The Whole Bloody Affair. So it's Kill Bill volumes 1 and 2, all put together on one tape. And I got this cool VHS stand, 3D printed, but it looks so cool for display there. Anyway, I picked up a bunch of other stuff for pretty cheap. Well, I think this $10 one is probably, yeah, it was Army of Darkness, because I have. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Tapes, this is what I wanted to talk about. I was picking up some tapes at this vendor, and he randomly points to the ground and says, "Hey, do you want this thing? I can't get it to work. Do you want to just take it?" I don't know why he singled me out, but he was right. I like to tinker with stuff. And he said, "Yeah, man, just take it off my hands. That's one less thing I have to take home after the event." So I said, sure. I took it home, and sure enough, it didn't have any way to, it didn't get any power. I bought some D batteries. I don't know where it takes 9 D batteries. I don't know if you guys have bought D batteries recently, but that's kind of expensive. It's like, for cheap ones, it's probably about $12 or something like that. And they're not gonna last very long either. But the problem is it has a power supply or AC adapter, but I bought a universal. See, it's DC 12 volt. It's center positive, which is kind of weird. But I bought a universal one, but none of the plugs would fit it. It's too fat. That middle plug in the middle is too big, so I couldn't get a barrel plug to go in there. So I ended up breaking down and getting batteries to test it out, and sure enough, it didn't work. Took it apart, and it's still kind of not really put together too well. But I noticed there was a leaking capacitor near the battery compartment, so I replaced that. You can see that here. And it still didn't work. And then I found that there was another leaky capacitor. It looked like it was leaking. I took it out, but I bought a whole mess of capacitors, and I couldn't find the right one because it was a bipolar capacitor. But anyway, I was kind of frustrated. I didn't want to sink more time and money into this free thing that I'm probably never going to use. But anyway, I ended up it had a fuse. So there's a fuse in there, and initially I shone some light on it. It didn't appear like it was broken or anything, but I said, you know what? It's not getting any power at all. It doesn't even attempt to do anything. So let me check the fuse. Let me take it out. So I had to desolder it, and it was covered with this weird plastic. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, this thing, which I had to cut off of it. But anyway, when I desoldered it, it completely fell apart, and so I think it was the fuse. And I tried to find a 30 millimeter 1.25 amp fuse. I can't find one locally. So I just bypassed it, at least temporarily. So I just took out the fuse, bypassed it to see if it would just turn on. And lo and behold, it works. Not super well, but it does work. I probably need to use a deoxidizing spray or whatever to clear up that crackle. But yeah, I have it hooked up to this external antenna via coax. With this little, I think it's a transmitter, transform. I can't remember what it's called. It's a converter, basically. It goes from coax to whatever. This old, if you're old like me, you remember hooking up your Atari 2600 to your black and white TV using these things. This is pre-coax. Usually you would just hook up an external antenna. You'd put the little prongs there, and then you'd run it to the outside or whatever. But this one has an aerial here, or an antenna, but of course we don't broadcast anymore, so that's pretty much useless. I did pull out one of my VCRs. It's not the best VCR. It's okay. I stuck in that Kill Bill in there just because I thought it'd be funny. And let's check it out real quick. Obviously you can't show much of the movie because it's copyright or whatever, but just to show you that it works, I'll show you the first little bit here. But yeah, it does work. The snow and stuff, I'm probably gonna replace some more capacitors and see if that helps at all. I'm not 100% sure if that will help, but it certainly wouldn't hurt to get some fresh capacitors in there, because I only basically replaced the one. And yeah, hopefully that'll clear up. But it could be just because, you know, old equipment and tape is, you know, going over coax and all this other stuff. But still, yeah, oh, there should be. Sound volume. There it is. This is actually kind of appropriate. Actually, maybe not, because this is like Grindhouse era feature presentation. It was still in color. This is, oh, you can hear a hum. So the sound is, you know, I can work on that a little bit. But so apparently there's a new edit that I hadn't seen, where it combines both volumes into one. I think it's on Blu-ray. I'm not sure if it's available in America or not, but anyway, yeah. It's a little 5-inch screen, so resolution isn't a problem, but the hum in the snow is a little bit, but still, it works. Running off of 9D batteries. Anyway, just thought I'd like to show you a little project of mine. Yeah, that's it. Just a quick little video today. I hope to have some more videos here upcoming pretty soon. Thanks for watching.